Well, it's that time of the week again where we get to talk about brand new VR games coming out this week, new games coming out next week, and of course some of that juicy VR gaming news. But of course, before we dive into this video, if you enjoy this, consider smashing that like button. I'd massively appreciate it, and it really does truly help these videos out. And of course, if you're one of those thousands and thousands of people that watch these videos every single week but don't actually subscribe, then maybe today could be the day you could turn that around and hit that subscribe button, because, well, it would be nice for us to hit the 100k on this channel one day. Please. Anyway, other than that, guys, let's dive into new VR games this week. Kicking things off with Warriors. Now, this is a game that I was worrying about the entire time because it didn't look like it was going to be very good. It's a very CG trailer and all of that stuff. Well, I dove into it and found out, well, my suspicions were quite correct. This game is very janky at the moment and not in a great state. I mean, all the reviews that I've seen, all like 3 of them that are on Steam, feel like they agree completely with me, which is the game is just in a very broken state. It's very half-baked and it really shouldn't be available yet. This possibly should have been like a pre-alpha testing or something. So definitely do not spend your money on this game. It's pants. For the minute, it's not a good one. Maybe in 6 years. Next we have Firmament. Now this came out on the PSVR 2 this week. It's already been out on PC for quite some time now, but it finally hit the PSVR 2, which is a great news. I also gave this one a little pop, and I have to say I'm pretty impressed. It ran pretty smoothly, it worked pretty decently, I didn't have any major issues, and of course it looks really beautiful. Now I have not played through the entire game, so there could be some game-breaking bugs later down the line, but I can just tell you from on the surface, for about an hour's gameplay, this seemed pretty decent. I have played through this on the PC, I enjoyed it. It's a really hard game though, so just expect to be really stuck on some of the puzzles. I definitely didn't have to look up any answers for the puzzles. Shh, don't tell anyone. I definitely did. But nonetheless, this is a really cool game, so if you're interested in this one, I can recommend it. VR gaming news. Well, as always, this part is like the jam inside of that donut, the bit you just want to get to, and that is the VR gaming news. But although I will say this week in particular, the games coming out next week is actually probably the juiciest part of this video, so make sure you stick around for that. But kicking things off, of course, with VR gaming news, the Drop Dead the Cabin is going to be making its way to PCVR. Not only is it going to be making its way to PCVR, which is a great thing because I feel like this can actually finally have the pump up in the graphical department that it deserves, but it's also going to be getting a 4-player co-op as well, which is pretty freaking decent news. I mean, if you've never played this before, it's a wave shooter zombie game where you're going to be protecting your cabin. You have to do a bunch of other little tasks along the way, like getting the batteries into sort of like, you know, alarms or all this other bits. There's quite a lot to it, but it's a really fun game. Highly recommend it. And yeah, if you've been waiting for this to come out to PCVR, well then now is your time, because it's going to happen later this year. Next up we have Laser Matrix, with possibly one of the weirder trailers I think I've seen for a mixed reality game. It very much reminds me of that Australian breakdancer from the Olympics. Yeah, that one. So in this one, you're going to dive around Scooty Dooty across the floor in your tracksuit apparently, and you are going to have to avoid getting the lasers. Now this is very much similar to Laser Dance, which still hasn't dropped yet, I believe, but this one is coming out this year. So well, who's going to win, Laser Dance or Laser Matrix? I don't know. Either way, this trailer had me laughing because it's just so funny to see 2 people just doing absolutely bugger all in the background the entire time, while one person is fully committing to sliding across floor and acting like an absolute head case. So fair play to them, but yeah, what a weird trailer. Next up, Bootstrap Island just got a huge update, and I mean a huge update. This is actually really exciting, and I'm very much looking forward to jumping into this over the weekend. Bootstrap Island just had the Riverlands update. Now this adds an entire new area to the map, as well as some new creatures that are going to be terrifying to face, and well, I don't know, this just screamed excitement to me. I mean, I love me a bit of Bootstrap Island anyway. I think this is a very solid game, as it's both equal parts of survival to the max and kind of horror. Unintentional horror maybe, because it's just the, you know, the nature that you're trying to beat as you go through this game. But damn son, this looks so cool. It looks really interesting to be able to go in, do the swimming part, do all of the fun bits that come with this, and of course be terrified. So yeah, definitely one I'm going to be looking forward to trying across the weekend. This is available on PCVR only at the moment. I really look forward to when this comes out across other platforms. Coming up next week. Well, as I hinted a minute ago, we do actually have a pretty cram-packed week of games coming out next week, which I love to see. The only sad thing is, like, most of them come out on the same day, so it's going to put people in that predicament of, like, which one do I buy? Well, let me tell you a little bit about them now, and then you can make up your choice. Well, starting off with Cave Crave. Cave Crave is going to be coming out on the PSVR 2 next week. Now, this has already come out on the Quest, so, you know, you Questers can get in there and enjoy yourself on that already, but this can also be coming to the PSVR 2. If you're unfamiliar with this game, it's basically splunking in virtual reality, or even there's a horror mode in there as well. It's actually a really cool game, very unique concept. You have to get through there, mark your way through all of the tunnels, and basically trying to find your way out of there. It's really intense, it's very claustrophobic feeling, and I really genuinely love it because it's something I just physically can't do in a real world, because I would legitimately just crawl into a fetal position and die. So being able to experience this in virtual reality is where VR truly shines for me. Next up, we have Jungle Man. I don't even know why I'm excited to talk about this, because I'm not. Well, you know, this just looks like another one of those sort of bloatware games, if I'm being completely honest with you. In this, of course, you're going to be solving puzzles with Jungle Man, aka Tarzan, swinging from vine to vine around your space in mixed reality. I can't say this excites me very much. Like I said, it very much feels like bloatware, but of course I'm here to tell you what's coming up next week. If you're excited for this, let me know. Next up, we have Prison Boss Prohibition. Now, I'm very, very much looking forward to this game. Not only is it another epic freaking game in the Prison Boss sort of series, and I really like the original Prison Boss game, but on top of that, this also has co-op now as well, which is pretty dope. The developer let me know in the comments down below last week. Thank you, developer. But yeah, for real, I'm looking forward to this one. It looks super fun. It's also got mixed reality in there as well, but used how you want it to be used, as well as a full virtual reality mode as well. This one just looks fun. I think it's just one of those games that's just easy to recommend because it's easy to get into, fun to play. And last but not least, we have Requisition VR coming out as well to the Quest platform. Now, this has come out for PC a while back, but now it's finally making its way to the Quest, and I feel like this is the home that it deserved to land on because, well, you know, it's where the most people are at the end of the day. I am pretty happy with this game in its current state on the PCVR, so hopefully it's gonna, you know, represent that same goodness on the Quest, but you never really know. It always depends on how the port has come across. But essentially in this game, what you have to do is take out zombies in the most creative way you possibly can, but you also get to do it with a bunch of friends as well, as this game has co-op. You can legitimately strap a fork to a angle grinder, to a pole, to a chair, and that can be your weapon. Yes, that's actually a thing you can really do. So yeah, you're as creative as you want to be in this game, and then it's just fun just taking out zombies anyway, doing that with your friends. Kind of got that Left 4 Dead type of feel where you're working your way through a bunch of Z's, and well, just easy recommend. Fun, killing a bunch of zombies, having a bunch of fun, and getting creative. What more could you ask for in a game? And there you have it for this video, guys and gals. Thank you so much for joining me for this. I really appreciate that of all the people on the internet that do these types of videos, you spend the time with me to enjoy this. I mean, I kind of feel like I conceptualized this specific video, but it seems to have bred its way out into the internet now, which just means it's a good thing, I suppose. So I really do appreciate that you choose to spend time with me on this one, so I appreciate that. If you did enjoy this, then please do consider smashing that like button, subscribing if you are new, and of course, tell me in the comments down below what you're going to be playing this weekend. Maybe if it's multiplayer, you might catch me in there, so you might make me want to play it as well if you share with me what you're going to be playing. Other than that, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, guys. Have a good weekend. Bye.